street pass somebody. Wonder who it is. I hope he's from a different country. Well, actually, I street passed you pretty much years ago. What? And from the same state, well, nice to meet you. You won't get any new regions. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, I saw this video before. You get a lot of memes by playing Mario Kart 7 online. It's not that. It's getting actual people you street pass, not random people you met online. So, actual street passes, you actually walk by someone with another 3DS. You pick up their Mii, they get your Mii, you exchange some information. That kind of street pass. Here's some of my tips for street passing, and I'm sorry if I stumble because I'm just sort of winging it here, try to remember everything, so bear with me if I stumble across words or don't follow my grammar. So, let's just get started. Okay, turn that down. Okay, the first tip is the obvious tip. You have to go to crowded places like the mall or anywhere else where there's a lot of people. Now, I said mall first because that's the best place for street passing. Every time I go to the mall, I get one new Mii, and these people were from the mall, and I only been to the mall 3 times with my 3DS, and I got 3 people, 1 for each round, so that's pretty good, I guess. My mall isn't even like a big popular mall, so if I could get one a day at a non-popular mall, you could get like a lot if you go to a really popular mall. Okay, the second tip is school. A lot of kids carry the 3DS when they go to school, and also school is a very crowded place. So if you're in elementary school and you're watching this, I really don't know if I didn't have a 3DS at the time, so I don't know if lots of elementary kids bring their 3DSs to school. If you're in middle school, let's see, I got 5 people from my school, and I was in middle school, 8th grade. I think he's in 6th grade. I don't know. His name is Slender. Uh, some weird guy, crazy guy, Bowser head. I got those all from school. So if you're at middle school, you might be in luck. So if you carry 3DS to your middle school and see how many street passes you get. Well, most of these are 6th graders, so. Also, I'm very lucky to have 2 friends that have 3DS. It's Daniel and Lucky Boy. Also, I went to high school registration. There was a lot of kids. Lots of kids there. Never got a single street pass there. Lots of kids. A lot of high school registrations. I don't think high schoolers are that much into playing the 3DSs, but I'll check that back with you in a few days. I'll put an annotation like right here if there's any updates about high school street pass thing. Okay, the third tip is to go where everyone's interested in gaming, like GameStop, E3. So if you go to GameStop, you might see another family trying to buy a 3DS game, and they might have a 3DS to test out the game with. So you're in luck because if your store has a 3DS store demo, lucky if your store has a 3DS store demo, because you can street pass with that every time you go there. Now, if you have a 3DS store demo and it won't street pass with you, let me show you how you can enable street pass. First, you go to Mii Plaza. You go to settings. This is the newest version, but just go. Every version has settings. You go to street pass and make sure that says yes. If it doesn't set, press A and then hit yes. And it should street pass with you. Also, make sure the wireless switch is on. Tip number 4 is to go to conventions. Conventions like E3 are the best. it's all about gaming, so everyone brings the 3DS. Also, I heard a lot of people get the street passes from Comic Con, so bring your 3DS to special events like a release of a midnight game. My number 5 is probably no one would want to do. Well, they would want to, but they can't. Move to Japan. That's the birthplace of Nintendo. A lot of people have Nintendo the 3DSs in Japan, so you get like one street pass per minute every time you're there. I saw a lot of videos of people taking their 3DS to Japan and getting a lot of street passes. Okay, now I'm going to show you some ways that will stop you from getting street passes. If you're not getting street passes, you would not get any street passes if you put in a DS game. That's okay. Okay, here's what I'm talking about. You can't street pass if you're playing this game. You think you can close it and get street pass? Yes, I have an Apple logo. Don't judge me. Uh, you think you get street passes like this? Well, but keep in mind, there's a DS game in here. You can't street pass for some reason if you have a DS game. I had a friend who claims he had his 3DS on and tried to street pass, he he loves to play DS games. So I'm pretty sure he had a DS game and closed it. That's why he didn't get any street pass. You have to get street passes by going home, closing it completely. I think. Let's see. Now you can get street passes like this. Another way your street pass won't work is if you have the wireless switched off, which is pretty obvious. Sometimes in your pocket it could flip off, so watch it often to see if it's flashing. Okay, another way to tell if your street pass is not working is if you're connected to like internet. I read this on an article. You can't get street passes if you're connected to an internet or a Nintendo zone, but Nintendo said if you go to a Nintendo zone, you street pass with the systems they have there, and then the systems with your 3DS information will street pass with another 3DS. But I haven't been able to test this out because no one else in the family has a 3DS, so I just read it off an article. So I'm just gonna say you can't street pass when you have internet. Another way you can tell if your street pass isn't working if you have more than 10 people at your gate. When you have 10 people more at your gate, the 3DS stops street passing. Like, I don't know why it stops at 10 people. Well, the gate is right there. If you have more than 10 people, and if you want to get more street passes, you have to quickly uh, empty out your gate. If you want to do it fast, just hold down this button. Okay, my sixth tip that I came up with is my tip. I don't know if anyone else has the same tip as I. So if you do, kudos to you. So this is my last tip. If you're carrying your 3DS around in your pocket, keep this side up. The one with the street pass light, the power, and the wireless switch that's showing up. Because if you want to like check if you have any street passes but don't want to look too awkward holding this, you can just take it out of your pocket a little bit, check this light. Also, you can check if the 3DS is still on by looking at the wireless switch and see if it's blinking. So, if you have a better tip, put it down in the comments down below. So, those are my tips for getting more street passes. If I forgot something in each of the categories, please put it down in the comments. I would love to hear and maybe do an update on it. And don't be expecting these kinds of videos too much, okay? So yeah. And enjoy street passing. And if you're having trouble street passing, there are events maybe in some cities that people organize street pass events, so you can go there and meet up with a lot of people who have 3DSs and street pass them. There's some stuff I forgot about street passing, but I remember now. If you're going to an amusement park and you're going on roller coasters, but you still want to keep your 3DS on Street Pass, you would have to get like a wrist strap on either side of this. Do it on this side so you can and tie and if you have jeans, tie it to the place where you tie it to those loops where you put the belt. And if you go on a roller coaster, you'll be assured it won't fly out of your pocket.